Well, I didn't think I'd see this day, but it's finally here. The nightmare that was 2020 is finally over. And thank God, this glorious day has finally come. Like, do I even need to explain why 2020 has just been an absolutely awful year, if not the worst thing to exist of anything ever? No, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, not just because of the coronavirus, obviously. We've been on the brink of World War III. We've had the Australian bushfires. California was also on fire. Everything that led up to the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but we are living in a absolutely awful world at the moment, and we're living in historical events that are taking place and that will be talked about for centuries to come. Like, we can't forget about this year. It would just be an absolutely irresponsible thing to do. I mean, if we forget about it, we're never going to remember what it's taught us and what to do if something like this ever does happen again. I mean, in terms of... before I get into the theme park side of things, I just want to say that we need to work together and unite to stop these terrible things happening ever again, and even worse things from happening in the future. And taking that aside, I want to talk about theme parks, because keeping this channel on topic, that is theme park euphoria. Although I did manage to get to a couple of parks this year, I was going to do Breen Theme Park, get a few videos there, but there was a few problems that I had there. It was just because of the fact that, you know, obviously to limit the numbers, you had to have a minimum of 6 tokens to get in, and when I went there, a large portion of the rides were closed. Like, for example, I've not seen Extreme once open there. The Wave Swinger, I think, was also closed, and a large portion of the rides at Breen, it didn't really feel worthwhile to me. I mean, initially from the start, I did want to do Dreamland, but then at the time when it was due to get open, COVID happened, and it all went downhill from there. The only parks I really managed to get to this year was Flamingo Land and Alton Towers. Flamingo Land was my first ever time there, and Alton Towers, finally, I beat having to, to put it as best as I can, I beat the fact that it could have been 10 years since my last visit to AT. And it's been, I mean, 9 years feels like an eternity since I last went there, and it felt like so much has changed since the last time I was there. Attractions have come and gone. I did actually make a suggestion for a new attraction there, and hopefully they are going to take my thoughts on board. I did actually suggest an attraction to Thorpe Park as well, and they're definitely going to pass my points I raised to the relevant departments of Thorpe. So, with that being said, there is one thing I do want to talk about regarding the future of theme park euphoria and the direction things are going with it. But I'm going to save it for a video that will actually be coming tomorrow. And then after those two videos, and after that video, the scheduling will remain. Because actually I did break the scheduling yesterday, so I released a Flamingo Land video early, because I would upload every Friday at 5 PM. But this week I uploaded one on Thursday at 5 PM. So the scheduling will continue then, so it'll be one video per week. After the Flamingo Land videos are coming, or will have come and upload it. I mean, what am I meant to say? I meant to say, after the Flamingo Land videos are finished releasing, there might be something in between that, or maybe a few things in between, because really what I want to do is a Tornado Springs week, because within the gap, it's actually close to what should be the opening of Tornado Springs at Portland's Park, so I want to try some new things out with that. I won't mention what those new things are yet. I'm going to save it for the other video, so tune in and to that and see what I'm... But really, I made a mess of this video. I mean, I nailed it with my Fair Ride Euphoria video, which you can go and check out on the channel now. But that's really all I have to say. I mean, there are some points I also raised on the Fair Ride Euphoria video, so please go and check that out and learn from that, so we can prevent loads of global disasters happening again. So, see you tomorrow with the said video, and goodbye.